Raindrops pounded violently against the windshield as Artie struggled to control the truck, its engine hissing like a symphony foretelling disaster. The truck jolted violently, throwing Artie against his seat in a brutal dance with the unforgiving road. He gripped the steering wheel tightly, his knuckles white, his face illuminated by the blinding, intermittent flashes of lightning. The engine let out its final roar, the mechanical death groan echoing through the raging storm. Despair washed over Eddie as the truck stalled, trapping him deep in the raging rainforest. In the dimly lit truck cab, Adi checked his phone, a flicker of anxiety crossing his face when he saw no signal. He tried playing his mother's voicemail, but the silence amplified his anxiety. The dashboard lights cast long shadows, highlighting his growing anxiety about the road ahead. After this run, I'll be able to pay her medical bills, Adi murmured, his words filled with both hope and despair. Rain lashed against the rainforest road, blurring the world into a blur of darkness and shimmering light. A faint green light flickered in the torrential rain, foreshadowing warmth and drawing people's gaze into the shadows. The enticing aroma of food filled the humid air, shimmering in the relentless embrace of the storm. Hesitation flickered on my face, a struggle between caution and an irresistible sense of comfort. I gripped my coat tightly and plunged into the darkness, feeling the unknown calling with every step. A simple wooden shed sits in a storm-ravaged forest, its sign reading, awning. The wind howled and the rain lashed down, yet the stall stood firm, shining brightly in the storm. The wind chimes tinkled softly, creating a surreal melody with the relentless patter of the rain. Nature's fury met with human refuge, creating a strange harmony at the eye of the storm. As the rain poured down, Adi sought shelter and entered a food stall, a warm haven. Inside, the air is filled with the comforting aromas of spices and stewed food. A middle-aged woman looked up, her eyes filled with kindness. "Are you wet, child?" the woman said, her voice warm and inviting. She gestured to the stool. "Sit." Adi breathed a sigh of relief and accepted the silent offer, the fury of the rain subsiding behind him. Under the dim light of the awning, Adi sat wearily on a stool, his figure hunched over with exhaustion. In the soft light, the owner intently studied Adi, his expression a mixture of worry and curiosity. The shop owner's voice broke the silence, and a question filled the air. "You're still persisting?" he asked. "Is it for yourself, or for someone else?" His gaze searched Adi's face, hoping to find a glimpse of the truth. Adi paused for a moment, then answered softly, his voice filled with only one unwavering goal: "For my mother." Inside the rain shelter, the proprietress nodded, her face etched with countless untold stories of storms. The customers sat quietly, their boots caked with mud, a silent testament to the relentless rain. A handwritten sign hung crookedly on the wall, its mysterious words warning against being cursed by the storm. Narrator, don't ask the time, the sign warned, a silent decree in the dimly lit stall. Don't look out, the sign continued, hinting at the danger lurking beyond the rain, swept windows. The sign concluded, don't say thank you before you finish eating, a strange ritual in this shelter. In the dimly lit awning, Adi's eyes scanned nervously, his figure shrouded in shadow. The heavy rain pounded against the simple roof, each drop echoing in the night. Adi muttered to himself, lost in thought, his face filled with confusion. He scanned his surroundings, searching for answers in the dim light, with the rain as his eternal backdrop. He spoke softly, asking the eerie space, "Where is this place?" Each shadow seemed to conceal a secret, and Adi stood alone in the storm. Under the dim light, the proprietress served coconut rice, fried chicken, and chili sauce, filling the entire stall with their aroma. Adi took a bite, his eyes widened suddenly, revealing a shocked expression. The dish's vibrant colors contrasted sharply with the stall's soft background. Adi's strong reaction seemed to amplify the flavor of every grain of rice and every strand of sambal sauce. In the sun-drenched kitchen, Adi's mother was cooking, and every movement she made radiated warmth and love. Steam rises from the stew pot, carrying the taste of home and love. Sunlight streamed through the window, illuminating the dust particles dancing in the air. Her smile is a comfort of maternal love, a testament to years of dedication. Every ingredient she adds is proof of how she nourishes her spirit. The small kitchen was filled with the peaceful joy of a mother's love. The awning glowed softly, reflecting off the wet, dark pavement. Adi's eyes glistened with unshed tears, appearing poignant in the dim light. One bite, and memories flood back, vivid and irresistible. "This taste. It's exactly the same as what my mom makes," Adi said softly, his voice full of emotion. The rain continued to fall, washing over the Adidas in the dim light. The rain-soaked ground glowed warmly, lanterns reflected on the wet ground, and steam rose gently. Adi, his face flushed red, said happily, "Auntie. It's delicious, thank you." A man covered in mud stood in the corner of the stall, shaking his head, his eyes wide, issuing a frantic warning. The man's silent scream pierced Adi's gratitude, a stark contrast to the comfortable booth. As the man's warning hung heavy in the air, the atmosphere thickened with an unspoken fear, an imminent threat. As rain poured down, Adi stopped in front of a small stall, the scene bathed in the dim light of a stormy night. The proprietress watched Adi silently. A muddy man emerged, his voice low and full of untold stories. His gaze met Adi's, and his words echoed with an unforgettable resonance. I said it, 3 years ago. The rain intensified, washing away everything in front of us, and a heavy sense of the past permeated the air. Emergency lights flashed, illuminating the dark highway with bright, alternating red and blue flashes. An overturned truck lay on its side in the vast and indifferent night sky, like a silent sentinel. Twisted metal and shattered glass gleamed under the flashing lights, a silent testament to the sudden pause. The scene echoes with untold stories, a road movie frozen in time, illuminated by warning lights. The rain poured down, turning the stall into a muddy swamp. A figure emerged from the torrential rain, its face indistinct. The mud clung to the man who was speaking, and his voice was deep. When you said thank you, the muddy man began, his words hanging in the rain-soaked air. This means you've chosen to stay, he said, the weight of his words sounding heavy in the dim light. Under the flickering lights, Adi's face was pale, and the rain blurred the outside world. The shop owner came over, her face filled with worry and helplessness. Rain pattered against the stall's awning, and their conversation was accompanied by a sorrowful rhythm. If you stay, you won't be tired anymore, the master whispered. Don't watch the people you love suffer anymore, she added, with a heartbreaking plea. An ominous rumble of thunder foreshadowed the coming storm. The rain poured down, relentlessly pounding against the roof of the awning. Darkness enveloped the stall, and the storm intensified. Each raindrop is like the echo of a drumbeat in the silence of the night. With each rumble of thunder, shadows flickered, creating eerie silhouettes. The awning offers little protection against the raging, severe weather. The rain pattered against the stall, reflecting the turmoil in Adi's heart. Adi's fingers trembled as he tapped on the voice message, a lump forming in his throat. He pressed play, and the small speaker emitted a crackling static sound, amplifying his anticipation. His mother's voice filled the small space. Adi. Drive carefully. Her words echoed. Mom is waiting for you to come home for dinner. Her words weighed heavily on Adi, sending a wave of guilt and longing through him. Rain poured down the stall, and Adi cried, her tears mingling with the torrential rain, a silent storm raging on her face. I finished the last bite of rice, the taste turning to ashes in my mouth, and I looked at her helplessly. The damp air hung heavily, filled with unspoken words and the relentless sound of rain. A deep silence fell between us, broken only by Adi's sobs and the incessant sound of the rain. Rainwater streamed down the stall windows, blurring the city lights. The proprietress's eyes gleamed with an unspoken understanding. She smiled faintly, a warmth emanating from her in the dim light. Very good, she said, her voice soft against the sound of the rain. She added, there are other people waiting for you to come home. These words hang in the air, making a promise amidst the storm. Adi was jolted awake in the driver's seat. The lights inside the truck were flashing, and he felt disoriented. As dawn breaks, the first rays of light paint the sky, revealing the tranquility after the storm. The clock on the dashboard glaringly indicated that only 5 minutes had passed in what felt like an eternity. The truck engine hummed, its smooth start breaking the morning silence. As dawn broke, a pale light shone into the truck's cab. A crumpled paper food bag was left on a passenger seat. The taxi was quiet, except for the distant hum of the engine. Dust particles danced in the dim light, highlighting the stillness. Wrapping paper, a tiny and insignificant detail in the vast world. Silently witnessing the long journey and the untold stories. Adi's mother saw the wrapping paper, and her hands suddenly trembled, revealing buried memories surging in her heart. She picked up the paper, and the light revealed faded patterns, a relic from a distant past. Her voice trembled as she spoke. This wrapping paper. I used to use it when I sold things in the village. It was already gone before you were born. She whispered, her eyes filled with disbelief. Sunlight streamed into Adi's home, casting long shadows. Adi sat silently, his face etched with deep sorrow. Their eyes widened, reflecting their inner unease. A tear slid down Adi's cheek. The air was thick with unspoken words and heavy emotions. Adi's hands trembled slightly as he silently pleaded for help. Rain lashed against the rainforest road, the relentless downpour blurring the world into stripes of light and shadow. Deep in the forest, a strange green light flickered, summoning something unseen from the darkness. A truck slowed down, its headlights piercing through the torrential rain, arriving silently amidst the raging storm. The wind chimes tinkled, their delicate sounds jarringly out of place amidst the roar of the storm and the silent green light.